Good evening, everybody. We have losers round 5, so that's final 24 of the tournament. Big match coming up. So yeah, both have done really well to get this far. Frantic has won a lot of matches, got put out quite early in the winners bracket, but has managed to fight his way up to LR5 to face Dots. This is Dots' first match in the losers bracket. Last time played Dram's Cat, 2-1 to Dram's Cat, and how unbelievably close that was. We very much could have been saying Dram's Cat in this scenario. But I have a feeling that tonight isn't going to be one-sided. I very much have the feeling that this could go 2-1 either way. I think Frantic's going to pull off a couple of pretty nice runs. Dots as well, pretty good at this category. Got a 10:45, really, really good time. Has definitely earned that top seed. Both so far looking good in YI2. Both getting box jump, both using the brown platforms to their advantage. So I'm guessing 259 for both. Yeah, the assisted shell jump swag in YI2. Signature of Dots. Will we see some shell jumps? Dots passing up on it. Doesn't spin jump in the shell, so that will cause the tiniest bit of a lag. Thank you very much for the bit speedrunning at school. Room 1 of Iggy's can always be pretty scary. It's very, very easy to die, but both are looking pretty good so far. Dot's also looking good for 281. Gets it. Frantic not looking too bad either. Gets it 280. So Dots will be a tiny bit ahead at the minute. See how these Iggy fights go. Dots taking the standard approach to it. And Frantic, sort of a mixture of both strats. But pretty nice world one from both. Again, Dots will be slightly ahead. Yeah, maybe by a second and a half. Seems like both playing in the Japanese version. Both will be getting that fast save and continue after Iggy. Both looking good on the cape grabs. What sort of flight speed have we got though? Dot's looking pretty good, I have to say. Doesn't seem Frantic's too bad either, but it will definitely be slower. Dots with a 362, that's what you're wanting. And Frantic just with a 361. Dots may have even got fast flights straight away there. Seem pretty good. So Dot's continuing the edge forward. Let's see what both our runners can do in DS1. Very tricky level. We'll be aiming to keep the shell to the end. Dot's not keeping the shell there, that's quite surprising. And Frantic having a bit of trouble of his own. But I think Dots will be coming out on top in this DS1. Nice room one for Dots. Frantic struggling just a little bit, but that was a nice recovery. Dots just finishing up. I believe Bob may have done it B-squared. Maybe also Silver Star. So Dot's further extending that lead. Looking pretty good going into Star World. No. No one has mistakenly went to Donut Ghost House. I was actually thinking about this the other day. It seems really difficult to do it the wrong way on 11 exit, but certainly like in No Star World or All Castles, it's so easy to do it the wrong way around, it seems. I think that's probably to do with the exit being on the way to the main exit. Because we saw quite a lot of that in the No Star World tournament. Dot's having a very, very nice Star World 3. Hoping that Star World 4 will go well for both of them. That was a pretty swag Star World 3. But Dots is looking strong going on the front door, then onto the Bowser fight. We're going to be seeing door 2 and door 5 from Dots. Probably be seeing the same from Frantic. Oh, and that's pretty tragic for Frantic, oh no. Going back for Cape, it looks like. Definitely would be faster to get Cape in Star World 4, due to having that backup power up. But it looks like Dots will probably be taking this one unless something majorly goes wrong. Dots has had a pretty nice run as well. Solid sub 1050 pace. The nerves don't seem to be a thing at all for Dots. Pretty much the only thing that went badly was DS1. I have to say I did go quite badly, but other than that, it's been a really good run. Okay, Frantic out of Star World 4, thankfully. It's been a very painful level, we've seen a lot of deaths there, and it's so easy to happen. Frantic going for door 2. Looking nice with the door fly. Frantic making door 5 a bit more tricky for himself. But thankfully got out of there in one piece. And Dot's looking very good on those insta-hits. The visor fight is something that he's practiced a lot and perfected, and just got really good muscle memory for it. But Dots will be finishing up here very, very soon. That looked to me to be a 10:44 race time, maybe even very close to 10:43. But big congrats to Dots. There's very little Frantic probably could have done there. Very good run. Yeah, so this visor fight not going so well for Frantic, but he's hanging in there. So sadly, not having that extra mecha cookie, you're having to wait an extra cycle on this phase, and then a couple of extra bounces in the final phase. Just not having that extra mecha cookie does a lot of damage. So sadly, he's going to have another full phase. So hopefully he can get this next through first try. Then he'll have a mecha cookie for phase 3. You've got to be very aware of Visor's momentum. Just whenever he stops, because if he's going full speed in either direction, he's going to continue doing that after he starts up again. Oh, and Frantic too late. It did look pretty late. Two hits stand in the way. Finishing up. And that's a 12:53 Frantic. Pity about Star World 4. He had major time loss due to that, but other than that, didn't seem too bad. Seemed to be holding up pretty well. And due to Dot's run being very solid, had been leaking time throughout the course of the run, but had kept it pretty close regardless. So congrats to Dots. That's 1-0. Take this next race, then the match is his. And if not, we've got a tiebreaker. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, and welcome back to Race 2, everybody. Congrats to Dots on taking that first one down. But we'll just see what sort of response Frantic has. And Dots played really, really well in that last run. It's going to be very tough to overcome that, but I reckon that we've got a lot more to see from Frantic. So if Dots continues on like last time, this is going to be very, very tough. Again, getting very close to Dram's Cat in the winners bracket. Well, that's yeah, that's pretty tough. I'm gonna let that speak for itself. I'd always wondered if that had happened, and now I know. This indeed has happened. A pretty big advantage for Frantic. You'd be finding it hard to die much later in this stage as well. Pretty much an automatic 30-second time loss or so. That's just keeping it interesting. He died to the shell that he brought along with him in YI2. So certainly if Frantic is keeping track of where Dots is, probably going to be feeling pretty comfortable right now. Definitely help alleviate any pressure, potentially. If I looked across and saw that I had a 30-second lead coming out of World 1, I'd be quite pleased. Whoa, Dots got pretty close to that shell jump. Dots died because the shell that he brought along with him in YI2 just sort of clotheslined him. He lost P-speed coming off the yellow blocks at the end of YI2. The shell just cleaned him out. Although the Chuck was probably going to get quite close to killing him anyway. Oh, and Frantic's struggling just a little bit with Iggy. Dots is going to be able to make a bit of time back. And Frantic doesn't have a fire flower either. So room 5, or at least fast room 5, is out of the question. I have a feeling that Frantic may even go for door 7. Frantic's been running this game for a very long time, and I know a lot of the old school runners have a tendency for room 7. I personally would go for room 7 as well if I didn't have backup power up. Wow, that Frantic got really close to just running straight into that Super Koopa. It almost looked like he was going for DP1 guy without doing the setup in order to get it. Frantic again with pretty poor flight speed. Yeah, gets the 360. Dots with another small opportunity here. And if Dots plays the rest of this run like last time, we might even see this get close to even going into Bowser, but we'll see. Frantic will probably be hoping to improve in a couple of things from last run. So far, DS1 looking pretty good for Frantic. Keeping the shell the whole way to the end, but being very careful to dodge that shell just in case it would hit him. We've already seen that happen once. I'm trying to remember what run that was, who that happened to. I don't remember though. Dots as well with a very nice DS1, saving just a bit more time over Frantic. Oh, okay, Frantic losing B-speed there. Seems to just be playing it safe. Nice recovery. I'm going to guess that Frantic may even be aware that Dots made a mistake and died in Y2. I don't know. Or maybe he would have just played it the same way. So Frantic is 19 seconds ahead, coming out of Secret House. Can he hold on to that lead? Frantic showing off safe zips, but gets to them. That was really nice. Zips not working out for Dots. That's unfortunate. So hopefully this time for Frantic, we'll have a lot better luck with Starbolt 4. Unfortunately, last time clipping the block in a really weird way, and falling to his death. Getting a 271, very nice. Moving on, over 20 seconds of a lead. Last time got a couple of extra cycles in Bowser. Struggled just a little bit, so probably will be hoping to improve on that. Going backward, okay. So Dots with another small opportunity. And yes, Frantic going for door 7, as I predicted. I know a lot of runners would just go for door 5 and maybe take a second or two time loss. But Frantic, being a sort of old school runner, will feel pretty comfortable with room 7. Oh no, Dots! Oh. Oh, and that looked good as well. I thought it looked good, but apparently not. So a successful cape kill for Frantic will secure him this victory. Again, he'll be hoping to improve on last time. Dots will be doing capeless kill. And I looked away for a second. I thought that was good, and something happened to Frantic. He's moving on to phase 2, gets hit, has no extra Mega Koopa, so this is very close. All of a sudden, Dots may even have the advantage. Okay, Dots passing up on the mushroom. If I was checking out where my opponent was, I would probably do exactly the same. Every millisecond may end up being very, very precious. Okay, Dots is going to take this from the right side. Really interesting. I thought Bowser was going to move to the left. Look at this. In terms of phases, we're basically tied. Dots has that extra Mega Koopa, and that will probably be enough with 2 successful hits. I don't want to say anything. We've seen a lot of pretty dramatic things happen this late stage. Everyone just pay close attention to these final hits. And I have to say, beautifully handled from Dots. That was probably one of the fastest final hits I've seen Capless. And looking at how close that was, that may have even been necessary. Wow. I'm going to say that I believe Dots had it, but probably by less than half a second. Dots loves these races. So in SRL, it's showing a 9-second difference. I'm going to say that there is definitely not a 9-second. Big GG's to Dots. I could do a retime, but I think Frantic has conceded. I'm not sure. Yeah. No, I could understand if Frantic is just a little bit disappointed about that Bowser fight. Like, it's totally understandable. But I mean, wow, what an opportunity! What an opportunity with Dots dying to the shell in YI2. Again, always loves to make it interesting. But of course, you know, that wasn't on purpose. That very much was a big shame, but Dots managed somehow to bring this back. The rest of the run was pretty good as well. Well, I suppose other than losing Cape and Darkroom, but that Capeless fight was really nice. That final hit though, wow. Very much necessary. Dots, yeah, that was a really good race.
Thank you.
Were you watching the stream? Or
yeah, I was.
So yeah, just closing in at the end. I think that was less than a second, even though SRL says it's like 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Like I sort of feel like that really, really good hit, that final hit that you did, might have been basically necessary.
Yeah, I usually don't go for that in races, but I figured I'd probably have to. After that terrible death in World 1, oh my god.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Well, I mean, I sort of could believe it because hilarious things like that happens in tourneys, but yeah, I didn't doubt you for a second. I knew Frantic was going to fight hard, but with how you played in the first race, I wouldn't have been surprised if you ended up closing in by front door. But the rest of the run was pretty good, other than Darkroom.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it looked really close anyway. I thought you probably were good, but that Mech Koopa.
That one jump going down into that one Mecha Koopa is for some reason closer than I originally thought. And I guess, like, I bonked on the corner, and I know that if I bonk, I can slow down and save it, but apparently sometimes you still get hit.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm just having a look at the bracket. I imagine you're probably pretty clued up as to who you're going to face. Let's see. Yoshi, Dabs, or Carrot. Okay.
I'm honestly scared to race against any of them.
Absolutely.
Not a free race.
I think Yoshi's going to be a very tough one for anybody, so good luck going forward.
Thank you.
Very good race. You know, it's very unfortunate that you're actually here with how close that last one was versus Ramscat, but I have faith in you. My bracket has faith in you. And GG Frantic as well.
Yeah, good race, Frantic.
Okay. Well, good job. Also, say hi to Truman for me. So you don't actually have to.
Oh, I will.
Alrighty. Well, take care, everybody. Thank you very much for hanging out. And I believe another one pretty soon as well. Let me just double check that. Unfortunately, I won't be around for that one, but... Oh, it's Truman's race. Okay, well, that's actually pretty thematic. Okay, be back in 25 minutes for Truman versus Dunkel Gothic. And good luck to both of those guys in the race. So yeah, see you soon. Thanks, Matthew, for the restream.